Hello, everyone. I'm here. Sorry, I'm probably, 2 minutes late. Yep, shame on me. How's everybody doing tonight? I hope everybody enjoyed the DP-a-thon. I'm actually not part of the DP-a-thon, so I'm not raising money for anything. It's just my usual 8 o'clock time slot. Sherry informed me earlier this week. She was like, hey, you can still do your live this week because I'm going on in the last time slot just before your normal time, so you can still go live. And I'm like, okay, great, because I wasn't going to this weekend. I've got a lot to do anyway. I've got to pack. I'm going on vacation too, leaving Wednesday. So, yeah. Let's see who all we got here. We got Odd But Nice, Jamie, Wishing Tales, hello. Hello, DP with Cheryl and Tippy Joy, and Jennifer's Creations Wall. And Gina Wynn, hello, welcome. If you're new here, hi, welcome. And Marcus, how you doing, buddy? And I got Ayana, I guess that's how you say your name, Ayana. And Creative Collector, hello. And there's Amber, Ash Inc. 93, how you doing? And Linda Gardner, hello. And Nick and Tina Colors, hi, how y'all doing? And Rhonda Lamy, thank you, hello. Thank everybody for showing up over here. Snow Bunny, how are you? Linda Womack, hello. And there's Butt Lazy, hey. And the review. I'm all caught up. Oh, I'm tired. I'm very tired. This is the first time I've actually sat down to diamond paint all week. So if you notice, I haven't done a whole lot since my last live because that was the last time I actually did any diamond painting. It has just been a crazy busy week between work. And then as soon as I get off work, I come home, I change clothes, I jump out and do DoorDash until 10 o'clock at night. And I come home, go to bed, usually around 2 a.m. And then I'm back up at 6:30 for work the next day. And then, of course, Friday and Saturday, I do my lift on Friday, Saturday nights until like 3 o'clock in the morning. So, yeah, I'm just kind of worn out. I need this vacation coming up. Yes, I do need a break to DP. Yes. And yes, Rhonda Lamy, this is a ton of confetti. This whole painting is tons and tons of confetti. It says 50 by 75, and it's all confetti except for right up near the top where the wall actually shows in the background. Otherwise, it's all just various shades of browns and tans confetti. Oh, the review, I've got you beat. I'm up at 6:30 in the morning. Well, you got a couple hours on me. I'm up at 6:30 in the morning and I'm in bed at 2 a.m. and right back at it again the next day. So yeah, I just stay busy, and so because of that, I have not been caught up on lives. Or the bad part is I went and did DoorDash Thursday night, and I'm usually jump into Wolfpack's live on Thursday nights, and I jumped in while I was out doing DoorDash. I was in between deliveries and didn't have anything, so I was just sitting and waiting. I said, well, I'll jump in live, and as soon as I jump in live and say hi, there comes the delivery. And then the same thing Friday night, I jumped into Mrs. Coffee's live. I said hi, and sure enough, she said hi back, and about that same time, I get a ride request. It never fails, ever, ever, ever. I don't even know why I try to go, jump into lives on Friday nights, Saturday nights, because it just doesn't work. But if it's a slow, dead night and I try to jump into a live, I know that's how I'm going to get myself a ride, just to jump into a live. It always happens. Oh, you're fine to color all you want to, creative collector. Do whatever it is you do, all of you. If you color, if you cross stitch. I tried cross stitching, never could get into that. It's just, I just couldn't do it. It was, maybe I ought to give it another shot. I've still got a cross stitch kit that's got like 5 stitches done on it. It's 3 a.m. there, Butley. Okay. My neighbors are coming home. They went out for the weekend. Hello. She has the most adorable kids, and they always come to the window and talk to Hank. He's not sitting in the window tonight, but they always say hi to me. Yes, Hank's whiskers are in the picture. I'm finally getting whiskers. Yeah, it looks better from a distance than it does from that close. I mean, you can actually kind of see them better. But yeah, finally getting whiskers. Makes me actually feel like I'm accomplishing something. There are always the whipping chats. Yep, that's true. Yes, thank you, Rhonda. Thank you. That unicorn is gorgeous. As a matter of fact, I have both of the gift items sitting on top of my couch right now. They're both completely done and ready to give away. Just got to keep them safe until I leave for my trip on Wednesday. And then they get thrown in the car, and away I go, and away they go, and I get to give them away. I stopped DPing between my live for a DP-a-thon and watching other creators. My arm hurts. I've never had an issue with my arm hurting from DPing, but I kind of missed it. I haven't been able to for so long now. It's like, it's tough getting back in the groove of it. Yes, odd but nice. I am doing a cat. I'm doing a cat. I'm doing that cat. Hello, Cats Gallery. Welcome. I'm glad to see a lot of first-time people. I noticed I got a lot of subscriptions today while in Sherry's live. They kept popping up notifications on my screen. I'm like, thank you all so much. Where did I get him from? I got this. This is a custom of Hank that I got from Evermoment. Oh yes, Ash Inc. I will be videoing the reaction when I give them to them. Like Sherry, I plan on vlogging my trip, so there'll be a video there of all of that. I'll probably upload it when I get back, or I might still try to go live next Sunday night while I'm there. That might be kind of cool. Have my granddaughter join me on the live, my son and my daughter-in-law, and of course the rest of the in-laws there. They're all a great group of people in Tennessee that I love going to visit. They're just all wonderful people. Wishing Tales. Oh, I love the princess. It's on your wish list. Yes, I would recommend with the princesses, go big or go home. That's a 70 by 70 I did, and it got just the right amount of detail. Anything smaller and the detail would have been lost. So yeah, definitely go big or go home. And I would recommend, if you're going to do the princess one, get the one through Home Fun. I know some people have issues with Home Fun, and I understand that because I've seen their videos of why they do, and I think it's kind of hit or miss with them. I've never missed yet. Both of my big ones here are both Home Funs, and the colors are spectacular. The drills fit perfect. Everything was just a pleasure to work on with both of them. So odd but nice. Yes, the other two that are over there, the unicorn goes to my youngest granddaughter, and my oldest granddaughter is 5. Well, she turns 5 this weekend, the next weekend. So that's what I'm going down for. It's her birthday, and she gets the princess. Okay, but lazy, good night. Thank you for stopping by. Um, hi. Thank you for stopping by, and we'll see you the next time around. I know it's kind of odd having that really weird time zone difference there. Maybe I should actually do diamond painting instead of you just sitting there staring at a canvas. It's getting nothing done to it. I would like to thank everybody though for stopping in on all of the DP-a-thons. I know I didn't take part this time around. Maybe next time I'll actually get a chance to hop in and take a time slot and do one. I got a couple of charities that I would raise money for, and so yeah, I think I'll try to get in on the next one. I just wasn't able to this time around just because it was so busy getting ready for my trip and work and Lyft and DoorDash and everything else. Yeah, it's just been a pain. I think once this trip is over, I may take a break from doing the extra stuff. I'll still do Lyft. I don't know if I'll do DoorDash, but Lyft might be able to make me enough money now because college kids are coming back in town. So my business will pick up with Lyft quite a bit compared to what it was. I'll be able to go out and do that on Thursday nights because they tend to go out and party on Thursday nights and Saturday nights. The college kids do. They take Friday nights off from partying. I always thought that was weird. My home funds are great so far. I bought 2. Inventory had everything and a few extras. Yes, see, canvas is beautiful, no problems. Yeah, that's what I've had too. I had very little trash with these 2. I would say I have less trash with my Diamond Art Club and my Ever Moment so far than what I have with those, but I can't complain. I mean, and the colors, Home Fun's colors are a lot more vivid and vibrant than most other companies that put colors out. Well, thank you for stopping in, Cindy's Traveling Crafts, and you have a great night. Hi, Rebecca. Welcome to my live again. I'm kind of stumbling through it tonight. Creative Collector, I found out they party on Thursday nights here. We have University of North Dakota here in town, and they party here on Thursday nights because most of them don't have classes on Fridays. So they party on Thursday night and then take Friday off to recuperate before going out on Saturday night and hitting it again. So that's what usually happens is the ones that don't have classes on Friday night are the ones that go out and party, or don't have classes on Friday, go out and party Thursday. I think they just look for excuses to party, to be honest with you. That's what it is. I think that's just part of being in college. I didn't have that experience. I went to technical school, night school, after work when I was like 20. I waited until I was like 26 to go to college. And I went to ITT Tech, so I went to night school from like 6 to 10 at night. And I was already married and had kids, so the partying bit was over by that point. Yes, Wishing Tales. The trash is mostly in 310s. I don't know why that is. I've always wondered that, but 310s, doesn't matter who you get them from or what company you get them from, 310s always seem to have a lot of trash. I don't know if it's something in the way they're manufactured or something about the black dye makes them brittle or something. I don't know. Either that or it's just the fact that 310s are the most widely produced number. They're the most heavily used color in all of pretty much any kind of art, really. Black is the most heavily used color. So I would imagine it's just because they make so many of them that their molds for the black ones are probably crap compared to everything else. Hiya, Brian. Did you get the drills that I sent? Did they arrive yet? I didn't keep up with the tracking on it. And hopefully they work and they're not going to pop on you. You know, Ash Inc., I honestly can say that the 310s I've done on my Statue of Liberty, you're right. I haven't had any trash whatsoever with them. Awesome, Brian. That's great. I'm glad they did that for you. If anybody didn't know, Brian and I were swap partners in a Facebook group, and I sent him a Beauty and the Beast Huracan that I purchased at the 11/11 sale last year. And I was so new to diamond painting, I didn't know about popping drills, and I didn't know about the Drillmageddon issue. And I ordered him a nice Huracan Beauty and the Beast, and I sent it to him, and he just started working on it not long ago, and drills were popping everywhere on it. And he contacted Huracan and told them that what his issue was, and they replaced all of the drills. So he has a full set of new drills for that canvas, and hopefully they will work out really well for him. I am so pleased they did that for him, and I think they understand, they had an issue and they're willing to make it right. Snow Bunny, yeah, my 310s were loaded with trash too on that one. But yeah, everything else was great. But I didn't have a lot of 310s. Now on the Princess one I did, there were no 310s in the Unicorn at all. So I didn't have a problem with that. But yeah, I had a pretty good chunk of 310s in the Princess, and most of those did have trash. Hi, Chronically Crafty. Welcome to my live. Wishing Tales DAC is out of my price range. Maybe one day. Are you're in the US, right, Wishing Tales? If so, you do know you can do the split it up into 4 equal payments. I did that with my Flying Eagle, the Flying Eagle painting. It was like $52. Well, I already had a percent off coupon from a previous order, and I used that, so it knocked it down to like 47 something, I think. And I used the split it into 4 payments deal, and that was amazing. It was like $12.50 a payment every 2 weeks. They pulled it right out of my bank account, or right off my debit card, and they warned the time telling you, hey, your payment's going to be pulled out tomorrow, so you know to go get it thrown in there. I love that option. It really makes it a lot easier than trying to spend, $50, $60 at one time for a diamond painting. Creative Collector Huracan is good on replacements. They send me a completely new kit. I did have to persuade them. No replacement equals no new orders. Yeah, well, you got to look at it that way. I don't want to continue buying from a company if they're not going to provide customer service. Yes, Wishing Tales, definitely give it a look. It says it right there on their site. It's like split your order up into 4 easy payments. Yeah, it's not a credit thing. You just give them your debit card and check out like normal, but choose that option, and it'll split it into 4 payments for you, and it makes it so easy. Oh yes, Ashing. Yes, that slip 15 code is nice. I use that on all my every time I do it. Hey Sherry, you made it in. I see. Welcome, welcome. You did a great job on your live. You had no need to be nervous. You did a good job with it. But it's like I told you beforehand, it's really, even though you were raising money for the first time, it really wasn't any different than going live like you normally would on a normal night. So, I mean, that's just the way you treat it. And you did great. Yeah, Jamie Ramsey, that's where everybody gets their Huracans from. I don't think Huracan sells anywhere but on AliExpress. Hi, Jeremy. You snuck in on me. I didn't see you. Hi, going on, Grumpy. Going on, Grumpy. If you remember that channel we caught that one night after a live, and it was the guy that was like, I'm going to continue streaming until I get 1,000 things. You realize I watched that for the next day and a half until he got his 1,000, and he kept going. Oh no, Sherry. I hope everything's okay. Have a great vacation. and we'll see you when you get back, because I'm going to be going about the same time you do. So we'll see each other when we get back. Of course, I'll keep up with you on Facebook. You know that. Nan, you're very welcome. Actually, this isn't part of the DP-a-thon. I normally go live on Sunday nights at 8 p.m. and I wasn't going to because I thought the DP-a-thon was going to be going on tonight. And Sherry informed me, Diamond Art Addiction informed me that her slot was actually the closeout slot, and it was going to end at the same time that I normally go live. So I went ahead and went live tonight. But I wasn't going to because I felt like the DP-a-thon supersedes anybody's normal live time. Yeah, going on Grumpy. I don't know. You know, that seemed like that would have been a great idea. Just go live and stream until you hit 1,000 viewers, until you hit 1,000 subs. I don't know how legitimate that 1,000 subs would be, but it would definitely be interesting. Oh, it's not my first live, Nan, but it's actually my third, I think, now. Yes. But yeah, it's your first live for me with me on here. So yeah, welcome. It's great to have you here. You know, Ash Ink, I have not figured out why there's a blood spot on Hank. There is no red in that picture anywhere. And this is more like a sand color in person. But when you stand back and look at it, it looks like a blood splatter. And I'm like, I don't beat my cat. Why do I have blood on my cat? Yes, Brian. You know, I don't know about my voice being like Bob Ross's, but Bob Ross is one of my idols in life. He really is. I love watching. I've seen every single episode of all 31 seasons that ever aired. And if I had the space in my apartment, I would get an easel and I would get the Bob Ross paint kit and the brush kits and everything. And I would actually paint along with Bob. I would love to do Bob Ross style painting with the wet on wet technique. It looks like it's so much fun and so easy. I would just love to do it. And he is one of my idols. And one of these times I found a diamond painting of an actual Bob Ross painting. And I have it in my wish list on AliExpress. And I think I'm going to get it. And I'm going to order me a Bob Ross wig. And I'm going to get me a palette. And I'm going to glue some Harbor Freight containers to it. And I'm going to do my videos doing that painting dressed as Bob Ross. I think I'm going to do that. Thank you so much, Jeremy. Thank you. Thanks, Yvonne. Yeah, I know I can probably change it out with the extra drills. I'm going to wait and get it done and see what it looks like and see if it looks okay without changing them out. But yeah, and it is very nice to meet you as well. Oh, we got Shawana. Hello. I don't think it's a wrong color that they sent me, Grumpy. I think it's just that it's the way their software read the picture. Because I'm seeing a lot of it up in here too, and it's, yeah, I don't know. I'm going to wait and get it done and see how it looks. Hey, Nana, Seven Crafts. Welcome. Wishing Tales. I've done a couple Bob Ross paintings. I love them. Easy to do with him. You know, they do. They look so easy. He makes it look easy, though. But I've seen other people try to do them on, like, YouTube videos, and they still turn out looking stunning for somebody who's never picked it up before and done it. So, yeah, I would definitely love to try to do Bob Ross paintings. I think they're absolutely stunning, and his technique looks so great. Yeah, you know, Ash Ink, it could just be shading. But like I said, there's no red in that area on the picture at all. So I'm thinking it's just the way their software reads it. I ran it through Easy Stitch and before I sent it, and I wasn't getting any red there. Hi, Donna Mayo. Welcome. The quality of the Bob Ross DP I bought wasn't that great, to be honest. I was disappointed. What size did you get, Sarah and AB? I think if you get a big one, it probably would look really good, but I don't know if they have there near you, but painting with a twist is so much fun. Is that where you go to the bar and you drink while you're painting? Because I would definitely do that. You probably wouldn't end up with a painting you could recognize, but yeah, I would have a lot of fun. Post a picture on Instagram for you in a little while. It was so easy, never painted. Thank you. I'll look for that. Hopefully it will look great when completed. I hope so. I am really had high hopes for my Hank custom because, you know, this is the first ever moment I've ever actually placed drills on, and I've had really high hopes for ever moment. I've got another one under the desk here that I need to start working on. It's the Metallica Ride the Lightning album cover, and the print for it on the canvas looks spectacular. So I have really high hopes for that one. But yeah, I'm just kind of at a loss of where the red is coming from here. Easy Stitch, yeah, odd but nice. Easy Stitch is is software. You can actually it's made for creating cross stitch patterns out of pictures, but you can make diamond painting patterns because diamond painting patterns and canvases are really nothing more than cross stitch patterns. They're just set to if you're doing squares, it's like 4 pixels per centimeter. Is the what you set it to. You set it to 4 stitches per centimeter, and then you upload the picture. You put the picture into the software that you have, and you can tell it how many colors you want, and you know how many maximum number of colors you want, and it'll spit you out a gridded picture of what the canvas print would look like, and you can get a good idea of what your diamond painting would look like as a custom if you wanted to put a picture up there and have a custom done. So yeah, I use that a lot. I mean, if you really wanted to make your own diamond paintings, you could with that, because then you could, if you had a UV flatbed printer and the canvas material, you could print that out and cut the canvas out of the, cut the print out, and then get some of your, you can buy the big sheets of adhesive, like just like I bought the roll of it there. I've got a roll of it sitting right up there. And you can buy that in any size you want, and you could make your own DPs if you wanted to. I don't really want to. It's really expensive. A flatbed printer is like $25,000, and I don't have that kind of money to spend on a flatbed printer. It was a partial, which it didn't say on the box. It was short diamonds, and the quality of the diamonds weren't great. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. And it was a 30 by 30. Yeah, see, there's the thing. If something like that with like a Bob Ross painting with the amount of detail that's in that, you're going to want to go big. Personally, that's the reason why I do all big paintings, because I want my paintings to look like as much like the source material as I possibly can get them. And unless it's just a really close up of a face, a small painting is not going to give you the detail you want. Is there a website for Easy Stitch? Yes. Let me find it. I'm not even exactly sure where it would be. I downloaded. I actually paid for the full version, which wasn't really expensive. About the same price as a diamond painting. So, here. Oh no, it's called. Is it called Stitch Art Easy? Let me find it. I may have gotten the name of it wrong. I've got it right here on the computer somewhere. I've got so much stuff on my computer. Oh yeah, it's Stitch Art Easy is the name of it. Stitch Art Easy. Type that in. Stitch Art Easy. There it is. And it's at stitcharteasy.com. So that's easy to remember. And if you download it, you get a 10-day free trial. And right now they're selling the beta release discount for only $14.90. And that gives you lifetime access to any and all updates of the software. So yeah, stitcharteasy.com. I'll put it here into the chat. There you go. Hi, Aussie Diamond Painters. I'm sorry. I got busy running my mouth there and wasn't paying attention to chat. Welcome. Working and lurking. Yep, you just do that. That's what I do in a lot of lives too. I end up getting in, I'll say hi, and if something catches my attention that they say, I'll answer, but most of the time I'm usually working and lurking. But yeah, that program there is Stitch Art Easy. It's actually it is very easy, and it lets you choose the symbols that you want to use for your, for your charting. And the only thing it doesn't allow is hand charting. I haven't really gotten into it that deep. It might actually even allow hand charting. I don't know. But I mean, if you just want to get a quick idea of what a picture will look like as a custom in a certain size, you can tell it what size you want. You can tell it how many stitches per centimeter you want. And you put the picture in and then you just tell it how many colors maximum you want. And it'll kick out a preview image. And then you can change that preview image by just black and white, or just by symbols with grid, or just or colored, or looking like it's already completed, like what it would look like as a completed painting. You're moving tomorrow, Aussie. Where are you moving to? Donna Mayo. Yes, I am the NASCAR fan. I am. I have been to quite a few NASCAR races. That's what I miss about North Dakota, is there's no NASCAR in North Dakota, but we have sprint cars. So I get to go to sprint cars. If I'm not driving on Friday nights, I go out here to the speedway here in town and go watch the sprint cars run. Of course, we get World of Outlaws come here twice a year too. So I'll be going to see them on the night before my birthday, right after I get back from my trip. Oh, my driver, Chase Elliott. I'm a Legacy fan. I grew up in NASCAR during the days of Earnhardt, Petty. Petty was kind of the sunset of his career when I was growing up. When I went to my first race was 83. So I went to Talladega in 83 and saw Dale Earnhardt win. So I was a huge Dale Earnhardt fan. I was a Jeff Gordon fan for a long time. Of course, Bill Elliott was always a favorite. And now Chase, Chase Elliott. I was a Dale Jr. fan until he retired. So naturally, I just switched right over to Chase. And you have Hobby Lobby and Texas Roadhouse. Yes, I do have those in town. Have you ever seen any NASCAR DPs? Yes. There is one on it's REDIYLADIY store on AliExpress. It's a It's a diamond painting of the Thomas Kincaid painting of the Daytona 50th anniversary. I think it was Daytona 50th anniversary, the start of the race. It was a painting that Thomas Kincaid did of the Daytona race. And I have that one. I ordered it and I have it in waiting to be done. That's the only one I've seen, though. Otherwise, you got to get them done custom. You live in Manitoba and you don't have those things. Oh, man, I'm telling you. You Canadians are just, you're deprived up there. Now I understand why, like, every other car here has friendly Manitoba license plates on it on weekends, because everybody comes here to do all their shopping from Winnipeg. I haven't known this presently, and I can't live alone for 6 months, so I have to move in with mom and dad for 6 months. Not looking. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Everybody, send up your thoughts and prayers and well wishes to Aussie. That's gonna suck. I had to live with my mom for almost 10 years, and before I moved here to North Dakota, and it really, I mean, I love my mom to death, but you know, it's tough when you're an adult and having to live with parents. I haven't watched a single race since Earnhardt passed. I think it took quite a toll. I'll tell you, it did too for me. That was the first time my ex-wife, as in the only time my ex-wife ever saw me cry, was the day Dale Earnhardt died. I like Jimmy Johnson, Wishing Tales. I really wish Jimmy Johnson would like break out of that slump he's been in. He did all right today. He was doing pretty good today. He actually led a little bit at one point, and I was kind of proud of that. I want to see Jimmy do good. I'd like to see Jimmy get an 8th. As much as I revere Earnhardt and Petty for their 7 championships each, I want to see Jimmy Johnson get an 8th, just because I've met him, and Jimmy is such a nice guy in person. You're getting a Hobby Lobby store. Awesome. That's right. You're in Fargo, aren't you, Cheryl and Tippy Joy? We have one up here. We've got a Hobby Lobby and a Michael's here in town. And they're like literally like a block from each other. That reminds me, anyone know about the New York custom DP along that was going to happen? No, I did not know about that. What's going on with that? Oh, wow, you're 57, Aussie. That's going to be quite the adjustment living with parents once you've been on your own for so long. Do you watch hydroplane racing? You know, I used to back in Maryland. We used to have the hydroplanes would come for the racing there. Not the big hydroplanes like you see on TV, but smaller ones. Now, we did have the big, they call them the cigarette boats. They used to come and race in the Chesapeake Bay all the time, every year. The local yacht club there would sponsor it, and they would come and race out in the bay. But you couldn't see it from land. You had to actually take a boat out into the bay to watch them race. And it was just like, and then people were charging an arm and a leg to get on the boat to go out and spectate the race. And I was like, yeah, never mind. Just an excuse to sit on the dock and drink. Oh, that's right. You're in Chico, California. I can't remember who it is that was in Fargo. Wishing Tales, you're in Maryland. We're at in Maryland. And Jennifer's Creation. Well, I know where you're at in Maryland. We were almost neighbors. Unclear, but it was said that the Twin Towers were in the image, so I went in. Oh, yes, I heard somebody talking about that one where a lot of people were going to order the that one diamond painting and do it. I heard about that, but I can't remember which channel I heard about it on. But yeah, I know which one you're talking about. I didn't hear any details about it. I just heard it was proposed. Oh, that's right, Cheryl and Tippy Joy. Your sister lives in Fargo. I knew you had some kind of connection to Fargo. Well, welcome back, Jennifer Roberts. Oh, it's perfectly fine. Sherry's creative niche. I'm still on for another hour and 15 minutes. Wishing Tales, you're 45 minutes north of Baltimore. Yes. Yes. Okay. I lived on the Eastern Shore. I lived in Caroline County over in right by the Delaware border, near a little town called Denton on the Eastern Shore. Jennifer's Creation Wall. Yeah. Remember we talked, you're down in, southern Delmarva there near Salisbury. I know where you're at. We talked about it one time. Snow Bunny, you're in Lower Delaware, but you work in Maryland. Whereabouts in Lower Delaware? I used to work in Lower Delaware and spent a lot of time there. Lower, Slower Delaware, we call her. Welcome back, Ash Inc. You lived in Minot for a minute 17 years ago. Nobody stays in Minot very long. Laura Law did New York with the Twin Towers. Lots of color. Very beautiful. Oh, okay. Yep, you're down near Salisbury. Yep. I knew that. I remember you and I talked about it at some point that you were down there. And there's another diamond painter that's like in the same town as you. I remember that. You live in Laurel and work in Salisbury. Okay, I used to go to Laurel when they paved Route 13 there in Laurel. I was driving a dump truck hauling at hot mix asphalt in for that. Oh, Rebecca McClellan. Hi. Oh, that's right. I said hi to you earlier. You came in earlier. Yeah, we got kind of Alabama people here. Oh, you're leaving, Jamie? See you later. Thanks for stopping by. You're a transplant. You moved here like 15 years ago. Okay, yeah. Where did you transplant from? Wishing Tales, there is a Laurel in Maryland over by D.C. It's where the Redskin Stadium is. But there's also a Laurel in Delaware, and it's right at the southern Delaware border just before you go into Maryland. I am back. Well, welcome back, Nick and Tina's Colors and Crafts. Yep, there is a Laurel, Maryland also. I've been there as well. It's where the Redskin Stadium is. Used to park there at the Redskin Stadium all the time to go to the Andrews Air Force Base, or the Joint Base Andrews, they call it now, because it's not just an Air Force base anymore. It's Joint Base Andrews. They had an air show every couple of years, and I used to go to that, and used to have to park at the Redskin Stadium and take buses on the base to go watch the air show. So, yep, very familiar with Laurel. It's just outside of D.C. Be back soon. Going to switch my tablet. Well, we will see you when you get right back. There's a lot of neighbor activity for Sunday night. I've never seen her before. She's a new neighbor. It's kind of fun living right by the back door of the building where everybody goes to go out to their car, because everybody has to go by my window to go anywhere to come home, and I get to keep up and see who's coming and going, which is kind of creepy, I guess. But everybody kind of waves at me and smiles when they come in. So I don't know any of my neighbors except for one, but the rest of them all just know me by the guy that sits by the window diamond painting all night. Okay. Hank? Yeah, he's right there. He's kind of just chilling tonight. Say hi, Hank. Hey. Hey, buddy. What you doing? You sleeping? You sleeping? Yeah? Yeah, he's just kind of chilling tonight. Yeah. And now he wants to really get into the hanging off the side and looking at people. So, yeah, there's Hank. He's just kind of sleepy tonight, I guess. Yeah, you gonna come down here and see me? Huh? Here. Come on down here and visit. Yeah, come down here and visit. Oh. Here he is. Oh, ow. 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 Claws in the back. Claws in the back. Yeah. Yeah, he's that hurt. He's yeah, now he's found his spot. He's standing on the back of my chair. Poor Hank. I woke him up. He's not normally camera shy, though. Well, hello, Maria Colon. From Puerto Rico. You're my first Puerto Rican viewer. Well, I'm in Nana's group. Let me find the let me find it and I will link it. And got to open up Facebook. I'm on my laptop here, so I probably could do it on my phone, but I think I will. There we go. Well, the name of the group is Nana of Seven Crafts. So if y'all want to look it up, it's right there. No, he didn't get back in his perch. I don't know where Hank went. He jumped out from the floor. I probably went and hid in the bedroom because that's what he does. He's spending a lot of time under my bed lately. I thought there was a problem with him last week. Thought I was gonna have to take him to the vet because he was just being really kind of lethargic and he would eat just fine, but as soon as he ate, he would take off and run under the bed and hide under the bed. And when he ran off to go under the bed, he would scurry with his like belly on the ground, like he was like trying to like scared cats do. And I'm like, he's never done that before. And then when you try to reach under the bed to like pet him or whatever, he'd back away from you and wouldn't let you near him. So I don't know what was wrong with him, but he was fine. After 24 hours later, he was perfectly fine. But they say when cats start acting like that, it means there's something wrong with them. And because cats are actually really good at hiding their symptoms of being sick, that once they start acting like that, they're really sick. Yeah, it probably is. I had to turn the air off to go live because my air conditioner, we've got, if anybody is familiar with North Dakota, you'll find that there's not very many central air units in North Dakota. Most apartment buildings don't have built-in central air. They all have in-wall air conditioners, like it's a window air conditioner built right into the wall, and it's really loud. And so, yeah, I don't think it would come out really well on the camera. So I turned it off to go live. So it's getting warm in here. Yeah, Hank is back now. He's back to being normal again. It was that one night I was kind of scared. Now I had to go out and drive Lyft that night, so I was like really scared. I kept coming home like every hour and checking on him. Okay, Wishing Tales. Thanks so much for stopping by. I'm looking forward to that picture. I'll find it on Instagram. I think I follow you already on there, so I will check it out. And yes, y'all, I have an Instagram. I just don't advertise it that much. And to be honest with you, I had my own personal Instagram for years, and I think I maybe only uploaded 9 pictures. So I'm still new at getting into the swing of, oh, that's right, I need to upgrade my or update my Instagram. I don't update it that much, and I need to get in the swing of doing that more often now that I'm using it just for this YouTube channel. So yeah, I do have an Instagram though, and it is the same name I use here, all one word, Diamond Paint with Diamond Dave. So, you know, if I'm not following you or you haven't followed me yet, just feel free to jump over and give me a follow on there. Cheryl and Tippy Joy, this is my Hank custom. It's my custom of a picture I took of Hank some time ago. Well, we're practically neighbors, Review. You're up in Winnipeg. I'm here in Grand Forks, so you're not that far away. And good night, Jennifer's Creations Wall. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good night. Donna Mayo, I had a cat that acted like that. He lived a great life until I found out he had a tumor in his mouth. I just got Hank from the Humane Society. He was a gift. They checked him over really good and gave him a good clean bill of health when I got him, and I got him like in February this year, so he's still relatively new to me. But he doesn't seem to have any health issues to speak of in his paperwork. I mean, he did have something. I think he was a barn cat when he was brought in to the shelter. So they did a lot of, I mean, I got a lot of medical records on him, and other than having, he had some kind of a skin ailment at the base of his tail on his back that caused all of his hair to be gone there. And they treated that and got that back to normal before they put him up for adoption. So, and he had all of his shots, and he's been checked over. They even said they checked him for ear mites and everything. So he was very healthy when he came to me. Oh, there he is. Hi, buddy. Yeah. He wants to get in the window. Oops. Keep remembering the video on the screen is reversed from what the camera actually sees. And you all see it the way the camera should see it. So it's kind of, when you're trying to move the camera around, you're still kind of trying to figure that out. Oh, you're very welcome, Nano7 Crafts. Yeah, I have no problem, and I've told this to other folks that have had Facebook groups. I don't have a problem at all, like mentioning Facebook groups and that kind of thing on my channel, because if I enjoy the group and I think it's a great group, you know, the more the merrier. And I'm happy to support my other creators groups and stuff. Yeah. That's perfectly fine with me. You're very welcome. Hank is, Yvonne, Hank is, according to the papers I got for him, he's 3 years old. That's, like I said, he was captured as a stray in a nearby town and brought into the Humane Society. And that's the best I can tell according to, I mean, they gave me a thick stack of papers to go with him, and it's like every bit of medical thing they did to him. But the one paper does say he's 3 years old. So that's what I'm taking their word for it. Hank is very vocal. Oh, I need to post the video, or I need to include it in one of my videos I upload, of the video I took of him when I come home from work at lunchtime. He is sitting up here in the window where he's at now, and of course my car is parked right outside the window there too. It's the blue one right on the right side of the screen there with the silver rims. He's sitting right there, and of course you see the back step of the building. So he sees me when I pull up, and as soon as he sees me get out of the car and come walking across to come in, he starts meowing, and I acknowledge him and say something to him through the window, and then I come in the door, and I come down the stairs and around the corner, and by the time I unlock the door to come in the apartment, he is standing behind the door waiting for me and meowing at me and running around between my legs and tripping me and meowing and meowing and meowing. He screams at me. Yeah. He is very vocal. Hi, Marissa. Thanks for stopping in. I don't think I don't know if you've been in one of my lives yet or not. My lives kind of go like a blur. So, like, I'm in here and I'm talking and rambling and everything else, but an hour later, I don't remember what it is. I think it's just kind of the whole nervous thing. You're just kind of being in the moment, and then you don't realize and remember what all you did, said, or anything. What a great friendship. Yes, yes. Hank and I are best friends. He's my little buddy. I don't know what he's going to do without me when I go to Tennessee for a week. I've got my ex-girlfriend's son. I'm paying him $50 to come over and feed Hank every day, or at least give him treats. He's got a gravity feeder bowl, so I can fill that up. He won't need to have that refilled for the entire week. But I do give him wet food every night, a little single-serve thing of wet food every night. So he's going to need that in the evenings, and he's going to need his litter box scooped, of course. Nobody wants to, poop in dirty dirt. Well, I'm happy you're here, Marissa. It's nice to have you here. Yes, Sherry, that's what I think he's doing. He's like scolding me. He's like, why did you leave me? And then, of course, when I go out and drive Lyft and DoorDash at night, it's like I left him here all day. I came home at lunch. Then I came home after lunch. And then I left him again. I came home at the end of the day, and then I left him again. And then I come home at 10 o'clock. And yeah, I think he's kind of mad at me. But, he still gets his treats and his food on time. So, he's used to getting fed at the times that I come home. I think that's why he's screaming at me. He's like, hey, look, I'm hungry. It's time to eat. I know you feed me this time every day. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. What do you want? Now he's going to sit here. Yeah. Now he's going to sit here and just watch me. Yes. Yes, that's exactly it, Becky. That's exactly it. I'm like, when I get done with the live, I sit here and I'm like, did I talk about this? Did I talk about that? I'm pretty sure, Ash Inc., if he could be understood, that's exactly what he would say. He is super soft. He's my little buddy. And he likes to chew on the end of my pen. Like when he's sitting here doing this, he'll watch my pen, and there he goes. He likes to help. I guess he feels like he's being helpful. No, oh, don't step in that. And say this is my typical diamond painting posture. Is this? He's sitting here staring at me while I'm diamond painting. Donna, I'm going to the Memphis area, actually, just north of Memphis, up around the Covington area. I have 2 kids that live in Millington and 2 that live in Covington, and so I'm going up to stay with my oldest son and visit with the rest of them while I'm there. Oh yeah, he wanted face rubs. He's just staring at me. He's like just staring right at me. It's kind of judgmental and creepy, honestly. Yeah, Hank looks at me judgmentally all the time. I think that's just what cats do. My little buddy. No, Hank does not have a girlfriend. Hank does not really particularly like other pets, from what I was told. Oh, he sat here like that and gone to sleep while I diamond painted. I've watched him do it. I don't know if Hank is looking. Are you looking for a girlfriend? Huh? Are you looking for a girlfriend? I don't know what that he is a mess. I took a picture of him earlier. I know Ash Inc. saw it. I took a picture of him earlier. I was gonna try to film the second part of the video that I uploaded today, but as soon as I got ready to start filming, there he goes. He just kind of sat right down in my drill tray. Yeah, and stepped right in the adhesive. Okay, there he is now. He wants to chill out right beside me here. So yeah, he just decided he wanted to lay out right across my desk. Oh yeah, he does that. He always wants to just step right where the sticky is, and of course he wants to always lay in it too. No diamond painting for me would be complete without little bits of Hank stuck to it, sticking out of it. Oh, you're talking about the Cheryl and Tippy Joy. You're talking about the Disney Princess one. Yes, And as I said earlier, I don't know if you heard it or not. I recommend with that one, go big. Um, you won't be sorry if you went big with it, because it's got so much detail in it. Oh yeah, that picture is just great. He was just stretched out across the desk, like not a care in the world. And I'm sitting here like, come on, Hank, I want to film this video and I need my desk. He's such a mess. I love him to death, though. I don't know what I'd do without him. I've gotten so used to him being here, and I've loved him so much now. I don't know what I'd do without him. Yeah, well, he that unicorn has a lot of Hank fur underneath those drills. I'm going to tell you now, there's probably an entire Hank worth of fur underneath those drills. I'm surprised they actually stuck to it. Hi, Karen Doss. How are you doing? Welcome to my live. It's good to see you. This confetti is really getting on my nerves. I think I'm going to take my Statue of Liberty that I have not even done anything else on. It's just sitting over here, my DAC one. I think I'm going to take it with me. It's small, compact. I can take it with me. Won't get in the way in the car. And I'll have some time to work on it while I'm down there, I'm sure. Because the only plans we really have while I'm there are, that I know of, is Friday I'm actually going to drive lift in Memphis. Wish me luck on that one. I'm driving down Wednesday night. I'll get there sometime Thursday afternoon. Then I'm going to go into Memphis and drive all day in Memphis and see how much money I can make in the city. And then Saturday is my granddaughter's birthday party, and I'm taking a buttload of fireworks that I bought up here around the 4th of July, and I'm going to take those down, and we're going to have a great time doing fireworks for her birthday. And of course, they're having a big party. Rebecca, it is 9:10 p.m. here, and my camera actually picks up the light better than what it is. I mean, it's getting dark outside now. Which reminds me, my lift light is on in the dash of my car. I'm going to have to go turn it off. Hello, Diamond in the Rough. Welcome to the live. Yeah, it's still kind of light here. It doesn't, I mean, we're starting to get shorter now, but at one point it wasn't getting dark until like 10:30 at night. It's just ridiculous late. And it really throws off your whole sense of timing and everything when it gets dark that late. Yep, I'm in Central Time. For anybody that's new or hasn't been around, I am in Grand Forks, North Dakota, which is on the east end of the state. I'm approximately 4 hours east of where Mrs. Coffee is, and I'm about an hour, maybe an hour and a half north of where Wolfpack is. We all live in North Dakota. And I see that the review is in Winnipeg, which is about 2 hours north of me. Yeah, Jeremy's got us all beat. He goes live and it's still like, it's like 11 o'clock for me and it's still live. It's still light there for him. It's like, oh yeah, that's right. He's 2 hours behind or 2 hours ahead of me or behind me. I never knew what jet lag was until I flew back from overseas when I was in the Navy. I flew out of the Persian Gulf and out of Bahrain, and I flew back to Philadelphia. And I had heard of jet lag, and I had never experienced it until then. It was just completely, it throws your complete cycle of day and night off for like days. Yeah, it's still central. No, I don't remember. Is it central daylight time in the summertime, or is it standard time in the summertime and daylight time in the winter? I don't remember. Yeah, it's actually getting dark at my desk. The problem is my camera picks up light so well that I can't turn on any other light in the room or it'll wash the screen out and then you won't be able to see anything. But I can barely see the drills in the tray while I'm working here because, well, one, because Hank is casting a shadow. He's so cute. Well, I'm not blaming Hank, but he is kind of sitting between the light source over there and where my tray is, and there's no other real light source coming from the opposite direction. So he's kind of casting a shadow there. He's still sitting here staring at me judgmentally. I think I've almost finished all these 9s, but every time I look down, I find another one. This confetti is ridiculous. What are you doing? There's what he does. This is why it's a good idea to have acrylic pens when you have a cat. These acrylic pens don't seem to be phased at all by cat teeth because Hank does that all the time. He'll sit right here beside me like he is now. No, 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 no. You're not laying down across the... All right. He is my little mess. I wish I could take him to Tennessee with me, but I don't think I don't think he'd get along very well. My son's in-laws have 2 dogs or 3 dogs, and they've got like 3 cats. And I don't think Hank would get along very well. So I'm going to leave him here. Plus, I have leather seats in my car, and I've never had him in a car yet to see how he acts. I don't know if my leather seats would like him very much, or I don't think they would appreciate it. Yes, you do, Ashley. We need to get you an acrylic pen because these are awesome. I prefer to use this one the most. It reminds me of Morris the cat. Yes. Yes, he does remind me of Morris. He also looks just like, oh, well, there's another cat food out there that has an orange tabby too on the thing. I think it may be one of the Meow Mix blends or something. But yeah. Yeah, he did. He said, bye, Dad. Yeah. The review. I want to thank you, Dave, and everyone. I must go now and get ready for bed. I'm looking forward to getting to know you all. Have a blessed and wonderful rest of your evening. Well, you have a great night, review. I will, you'll see me around. I'm going to have to get more active with uploading videos here soon. Like I said, today was the first one I've uploaded since my live last week, and I really feel bad about that because I just haven't had time. I keep wanting to take a night off from doing the extra stuff, then it's like, can I afford to do that? No. Okay. I probably could afford to do it, but in my mind, I can't. So this color is like confettied everywhere. And it's mixed in with a bunch of other symbols. I like Evermoment, but I don't like their symboling at all. They use some of the oddest symbols, and they do kind of tend to blend together. Like the 9, I don't know if I can get it in there. Come on. They're just kind of like those little angled oval things. There's a lot of 9s mixed in with them, and it's really hard to tell the difference between the 9 and those. Jeremy, I would recommend if you want a skinnier one, go with the Richcraft. I love my Richcraft pen. I do use it quite a bit, but it is a lot skinnier. It's not as thick as a Sharpie marker, but it's not as thin. Well, I guess it is about the same thickness as a Sharpie marker, maybe a little less. But yeah, I like to use it too. It's comfortable. It's just I like this one here. This one is from the Handmade Diamond Painting Pens. I like that 3 bump where I can, it's got like a little cave in there area where I can hold it, and it just kind of is a little more comfortable. Victoria's Secret uses wax symbol. Victoria's Secret. I love that. Been using my pink clay pen I made yesterday. It's comfy. Oh, that's awesome. I know you said last night that they were starting to crack. I wondered if they all kind of just gave up on you by now. Karen, are you talking about like square diamonds like we use here? They are 2.5 millimeters. Squares are 2.5 millimeters. Rounds are 2.8 millimeters. Oh, you're very welcome. I'm glad I knew something that I could help somebody with. I'm normally not able to answer a lot of questions. Oh, okay. Okay. Working on putting together a painting from a blank canvas. Yeah. Let me know how that works out. Because I'd like to see that. I've thought about getting a blank canvas and trying to do a painting, but I think you do that with the, what's the company that puts out the cross stitch patterns as diamond paintings, and you have to go buy the blank canvas, and they're really huge, most of them. Yes, HAED. That's right. I wouldn't mind trying that sometime, but I'm no good at working. I'd much rather have the symbols printed on the canvas instead of having to look at a sheet and then try to transfer it over, because Lord knows I'd mess that up. Yes, I see you. Yeah. I'm getting face rubs now. Yeah, okay. Ouch. Yeah, claws don't feel good. Yes, Heaven and Earth Designs. Yes, I definitely want to try one of those out one day. My lovely 2-year-old destroyed one, and the other 2 I made yesterday have tiny cracks in them, and the ones I made today are great so far. No cracks yet. Oh, awesome. That's great to hear. Maybe I ought to try that. I don't know. I don't know if I'd like the clay pens as much. I mean, they look like they're kind of like rougher and not as smooth as, like, you know, a turned acrylic. And just, I don't know if that would end up just hurting my hand or what. Doing a blank custom, but I made the chart myself. Oh, that is awesome. Thanks to Jeremy for the tip. Play with the wax more before you bake. Oh. I have one, going to start it soon, from leftover drills. Yeah, I have got so many leftover drills. I have not dekitted other diamond paintings yet, and I still need to dekit them, but I'm waiting to dekit them until I actually sit down and do my 447 colors organization, because I have, if you haven't seen the other video I have of the 447 color organization thing, I haven't even worked on that again since I did it. Hank, buddy. Yeah, you're stepping in sticky stuff and you're rubbing on the camera. He doesn't seem to really care. Sorry, 3-year-old. He's 3. You glaze them. Oh, okay. You glaze them. I didn't know that. Like I said, I've only just recently heard of people doing the clay pens. So I didn't, I've seen them and I was just like, I don't know. They just seem kind of, yeah, there he is, Rebecca. He's being quite the, little ham tonight. Well, good night, Shawana. Thank you for coming by. Oh, clay pens are soft. Oh, I did not know that. Maybe I could use a soft pen. That would be nice. I think I finally found, nope, I didn't find all the 9s. There's one over here by Hank. Kind of got to push his head out of the way to be able to get the ones over here. No, he's not. He is not. He has never been camera shy. I don't know why he acted like that when, I think it's just the way I moved the camera the wrong way when he was looking at it, and it just scared him for a second. But yeah, I got some claw marks on my back from that one. Oh, yeah, I think I finished all of that color finally. Oh, oh okay. It's well, that's what you're going to get with the acrylic too, Ash ink. You're going to get they're very, very smooth. Um, Acrylic pens are. They're like super, super smooth. Matter of fact, if your hands are sweating and you're using them, your hands will tend to slide down the thing because they're so smooth. And yeah, this is like super light. Probably not as light as that clay, but I mean, it's not heavy at all. Okay, what's my next color? I don't have any of that one in this section. I don't have any of that one in this area. It's kind of nice when you're working with confetti, though, because a lot of times you have a lot of colors you don't use in that section, and you can just zip through them really quick. Yes, Marissa, for me, mine was too. I ordered this one. Well, I started diamond painting last August, and it was my first one was a diamond dots that I bought at Halloween. It was on sale from the Halloween sale, like 50% off, so I just kind of bought it. It was like a white skull facing to the left or facing to the right. My right, it's left. On a black background with like some like filigree stuff in the corners. And I wondered why they had sent me two colors of white, or two different, you know, it was white was two different symbols. And I got most of the skull done, and I left it one night, and I turned off the light, and I came back in the room for something, and the damn skull was glowing in the dark. And from that moment on, I was hooked on diamond painting. But then, yeah, like a month later, I ended up buying this acrylic. Well, no, a month later, I put my name on the waiting list for this acrylic, and it didn't come, and I didn't get drawn until just before Christmas last year. My hands always stay cold, so that won't be an issue. Yeah, my ex-wife had the coldest hands in the world. Oh, she used to always put her cold hands on me at night and be like, "See how cold my hands are?" No, no. Keep your cold hands to yourself. I'm new to your channel. I don't mean to butt in, but I've been working with clay for about 2 years now. If you bake it low and slow, they won't crack. I finish them with resin. Oh, you're fine, Melissa. If you have a tip that you can help people with, you feel right free to jump in there and share it. Oh, you wanted that one. Yeah, that was awesome, Marissa. I honestly did not realize that it was glow in the dark until it didn't say anything on the box about glowing in the dark or anything. And I just didn't even know it. And I I got a part of the skull done, and I shut the lights off to go to bed, and it was glowing green. I've got pictures of it. I thought that was the coolest thing. And then here lately, Diamond Art Club has just said, "Oh, we have a glow in the dark," and I'm like, and I think a lot of people didn't realize that there's already been glow in the dark diamond paintings. It's just they were not very prevalent. I've got I can't remember what this one was called. But it's just absolutely stunning with the pearl in there, and the way the blue is like a lot brighter than what the camera picks up. But I want to get the dolphin trails. I think that is a stunning looking pen, and the surfboard, which is like the blue and yellow mesh with the clear. Um, I was in the Navy, and the Blue Angels were one of my favorite things in the world. And that pen with the surfboard pen actually is the same color as the Blue Angels planes. And I really, really, really want to get that one. Carla Vorel, can anyone tell me how hard it would be to make a DP pen via lathe if it's my first time using a lathe? I would imagine I've used a lathe with metal before, and you could get yourself seriously injured. To be honest with you, if you don't really know what you're doing, I would definitely watch some videos to learn how to do what you're trying to do, because you can get yourself seriously injured with a lathe. It's there, yeah. But it shouldn't be too hard once you get the technique down. I got Northern Lights and Coral Seas. Can't remember the name. The Dolphin Trails is gorgeous. Yes, it is. I love that Dolphin Trails. But my favorite color is blue. I mean, if you can see, I've got blue tray, blue pen. Everything I have is blue. Even my tape measure and my grinder are blue. My vape pen is blue. Or not my vape. My vape mod is blue. Yeah, everything I have is blue. So kind of matches right up there. I love the Blue Angels. Got to watch them in 09, the summer after I turned 16. Yeah, I've seen Blue Angels so many times. It's just unreal. But I love air shows in general. I grew up as a aviation nut, and I still intend sometime in life to get my private pilot's license, just so I can say I can fly an airplane. I have enough experience in flight simulators that I probably could just get in and fly an airplane, but I don't have the schooling and the testing and the hours behind the actual stick in order to actually get a license yet. So one of these days, that's one of my goals in life, is to have my PPL. You have wood blanks. Yes. Yeah. Wood can be, I honestly, as far as turning anything goes, wood would probably be a good start. But with wood, you really got to watch how, with the grain, if there's any splits, if there's anything in it, because that can cause a lot of chaos with a lathe. Your acrylic might be better to practice on to begin with before you start doing wood. Your mod is blue too, but only because they were out of red. I had an orange one, which I still have over here. I've got a white one. I've had a red one, and I've never had a blue one. And I always wanted this chrome metallic blue. It kind of matches my car, actually. It's about the same color as my car. I wanted this one for so long, and nobody had it in stock. And my supervisor at my regular job, he also co-owns a vape shop, and his wife runs the shop. So I go in there and talk to her, and I'm like, "Hey H, I need another mod." She goes, "I've got a blue one coming if you can wait like a week." I'm like, "Yes." So yeah, that's how I ended up with my blue one, because I've been trying to get a blue one for so long. Found a really good docu-series on YouTube about the Blue Angels, and it was interesting to see what all went. Yes, it is. They are the best of the best. Even the guys on the ground that you hardly ever see, the guys that are working on the planes in the background that don't ever go out on the flight line for the show, those guys are handpicked, the best of the best of the best that the Navy has to offer. I mean, everybody from the lowest guy who's painting them all the way up to the guy who's flying it are the best of the best in the business that the Navy has to offer. And the same goes with the Thunderbirds in the Air Force. Don't get me wrong. Those guys there are, they're ship shape too. So, I mean, they are the best. They actually have the Thunderbirds actually have in their hangar in Nellis Air Force Base, they have a giant Thunderbirds logo in the floor. And every day every single day there's a crew of guys that spend something like 3 hours waxing and hand waxing and buffing that logo every day. Yes, the coordination between the crew and the pilots was insane. And what gets me is that they do everything in unison. Like, they all salute in unison. They all walk in unison. Everything is done in unison. If you can take in the whole view of them all at once with everything they do, it's all done in unison. I was just, I'm blown away every time I go see the Blue Angels. I really am. And the Thunderbirds. I like watching them too, but I'm still partial to the Blue Angels because, I was Navy. So I don't get to see the Blue Angel up here in North Dakota. We don't have too much Navy presence up here. We do have 2 Air Force bases in North Dakota. One of them is Grand Forks, which is now the global command center for the Global Hawks, which are basically like Predator drones. And then you've got Minot, which basically Minot Air Force Base controls all of the missile sites that are in North Dakota. And we have a lot of ICBM missile silos here in North Dakota. Some no longer being used and they're just tourist attractions, and other ones are still live and active. We think it's nail biting tension. For them, that's just normal, everyday. It's just, but see, for pilots in general, it's like they tell you at the air shows, these guys aren't doing stunts and tricks. They're just doing the things that they're trained to do, that every pilot in the Navy knows how to do on a regular basis. So these guys are just, they have the best record in the Navy. They, basically is what it is. They have the best service record, so they get picked to be a Blue Angel for 4 years. Hi, Pippa. You're back from the business end. Yeah, take a break, sit down, spend some time, hang out with us. Oh, you're heading off, Amber? Well, have a good night. Thanks for stopping in and supporting me. And you'll see me on Facebook. So thank you so much for stopping in. Time for some special effects. So yeah, what were we? We were talking about diamond pens and we got into talking about the Blue Angels. That's pretty cool. I love when conversations do that. I really do. When they they kind of progress naturally, and the next thing you know, you were talking about one thing and then you're on to another subject and on to another one, and they just kind of progress. Those are so cool. Usually only happens when I'm drunk. Yeah, sometimes the squirrels are real for me. I do have ADD. I don't have the HD, but I do have ADD. Yes, Marissa, I did that. It was so funny one year. I went to Tennessee, and this was before I had a mod like this. I just used just the small pen with the little small tank on it. That's like they use for starter kits. They used to use for starter kits, the old Ego pens. And my son had a mech mod, and of course he knew not to build it too low. But it would put out great vape. And they had every Halloween, they have almost like a decoration contest in their neighborhood of everybody trying to outdo each other with decorations. And they had this whole graveyard thing, and they had a fog machine. And I was like, no, use the fog machine in the garage so you can do the haunted garage deal for the trick-or-treaters coming in. They have to go through it to get back out. I said, I'll just lay out here in the yard with the vape, and I'll just blow it out across through the little graveyard thing. And they were really surprised at how well it actually holds up in the, in the grass and stuff, and it looks all foggy there. And I'm like, because it's the same thing that comes out of a fog machine. It's the exact same liquid. It's just got flavoring in it and a little bit of nicotine. I mean, it's just vegetable glycerin and propylene glycol. It's, if you go and buy fog machine stuff, you'll see it's just vegetable glycerin. So, yeah, I told him, I said, it's the exact same thing. It's just not putting it out in the same quantity as the fog machine. Hank doesn't know what to do. He's sitting here on the desk, but he wants to look. There he goes, finally. He just sat here kind of looking at the window and then looking back at me like, do I want to get in the window or do I want to sit here and like bug you? I'm into my second case of these drills. Past halfway and going through the colors for this section. I don't think I have that many. I'm notorious for pouring out too many drills. I probably only have 5 or 6 of that symbol here. I just poured out like 500 drills. No, I got more than 4 or 5 of that symbol. And there's not a whole lot. This is more of an accent color. Yeah, this one here is going to be one of my, I think this project's going to be my, okay, I'll work on this one when I'm tired of doing other things, because as much as I want to see this one done, I can't see myself sitting here for weeks and weeks and weeks just doing confetti like this. On my other paintings, I know that unicorn, I would do a 10-foot or a 10 centimeter by 10 centimeter section. I could do 2 of those in a night on that one, because there was hardly any confetti at all except in that mane, around the mane, and especially that braid going up the side of the face there. There's a lot of confetti there, but otherwise it was all color blocking, and I could do, I could get 2 10 by 10 sections done every night. This one here, it's taking me days to do a 10 by 10 section. Diamond in the rough. Yes, you know what? I have seen somebody vape a fog machine before. It was hilarious. Well, good night, Nick and Tina, Colors and Crafts. Thank you very much for coming by. Great night. And Marissa, I think those are modified rigs. Actually, it was a mech mod, which is just a normal. It's just a normal mod. Like, it's just basically a flashlight with 2 batteries in it. And then you put your RTA on the top, and you can build your coils as low or as high as you want to. And we talked about, I think last time we had a live, we were discussing this. We're talking about, vapes blow up in your pocket. And I'm like, it's because people build their battery or build their coils too low. And basically direct shorting out 2 batteries, and it causes the batteries to explode, because that's what lithium ion batteries will do, is they'll explode if you short them out. And that's what was happening, was people were doing it to themselves, trying to be, I could put out the biggest cloud if I build my coil down to 0.01 ohms. Yeah. You're going to turn your head into a cloud if you do that. Yeah, Marissa, you did a great job. Did you put together the DP-a-thon? Because if you did, keep me in mind for the next one, because I would like to be able to get in line for the next one and get a slot. The 10 by 10 section, Sherry's, is I do it in centimeters. This canvas here, I don't know if you really can't see it. with the light, but you can see here, you can kind of see a little bit here and right here where I've already pre-sliced it into 10 centimeter by 10 centimeter sections. And I do that when I kit it up. I actually pre-slice the whole canvas into those 10 centimeter by 10 centimeter sections. So that way I can just peel the paper off and keep working. And that's how I've done all my other ones. And it works so well for me. I even do it with my clear plastic. I don't know why I should do that, but it's just I get so used to doing it that way. I can't help it. But yeah, that's what I do is I do it in 10 centimeter by 10 centimeter sections. And on the other one over there, I could get one done, and I could get 2 of them done a night. Not on this one. This 750 by 75 is going to take me forever. Yes, thank you, Marissa. That would be awesome. Yeah, Pippa, I noticed you were going live. I got the notification that you were going to go live, and it was going to be like, I had just got done driving Lyft, and it was like 3 o'clock in the morning for me. So I was like, there's just no way in the world I'm going to be able to stay up to watch a live. Hank, stop it. Oh my goodness. He's clawing the screen because there's a moth outside the screen. How about this one, folks? Have you heard this one yet? I am so blown away by this. I'm sure everybody's heard about it by now. I am blown away by the stupidity of people. I'd say that, and then somebody does something even more stupid. You saying stupid o'clock reminded me of that, Pippa. It's just the stupidity of people in a way. These people that want to storm Area 51. They're going to live stream it. I'm going to watch this live stream. I will take that day off of work to sit home and watch the live stream. I've got to watch these people. Naruto running into Area 51 by the millions. I want to see it. I want to see the chaos that's going to ensue. Oh, Pippa, everybody knows where Area 51 is. It's just you can't get close to it. They have several roads leading in, but something like 10 miles before you get to it is actually the boundary of it. So you can't get past that 10 miles of area because as soon as you get there, there's a sign that says, military establishment, no entry. There's no gate there or anything like that. You can just keep driving. But the problem is there's guys in camo sitting in official vehicles right up on the hillside, right there near where it's at. So if you cross that line, they're going to stop you, and they're going to have much bigger guns than what you've probably ever seen close up. I want to see. I want to see this. I'm hoping that someone doesn't get killed, but these people are so funny. I mean, they actually think that if they run with their arms behind them and their chest out, leaned forward while they're running, that they can run faster than the bullets because Naruto does it in some anime series. Oh my God. Yes, Pippa, they can shoot. If you cross that line and refuse to stop, it says on the sign, we are authorized to use deadly force on trespassers. Because Area 51 has always been it's been a subject of debate. They say that we have UFOs there that we've captured, and we have aliens there that we've captured, and a lot of our technology that we have now comes from these UFOs and blah, 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 blah. No, Area 51 is a place where they take new military aircraft that have yet been tested, and that's where they test them at. and it's in the middle of the desert, and it's miles and miles and miles from anywhere. And it's there for a reason, because they don't want people knowing what kind of military weaponry we're testing. And but there's always been that thing of, oh, they're hiding aliens there. So people want to go storm Area 51 now to find out what the truth is. Supposedly, according to legend, the president doesn't even know what's in Area 51. It's pretty much, Pippa. It's more of one of those. The public wants to know what actually goes on there, because the military says, "Oh, we're just using it as a top secret testing base for prototype aircraft," and conspiracy theorists say that it's they're hiding alien bodies or aliens there, and it's just a big mixed up thing, and it's kind of gained its own legendary, like, mythical status. And so now you got all these young gamers, really is what they are, have got together. Some guy created a joke on Facebook and it went viral, and now you've actually got 1 million plus people want to go storm Area 51. Sure, that's exactly what I was thinking too. But oh, it went from being a joke into something that people actually legitimately want to do. You can even buy the t-shirts on Amazon. I'm getting one of the t-shirts off Amazon. I really am getting one of the t-shirts on Amazon for this, just because I've got to. But no, like a year ago, a video on Facebook went viral, and it was a guy fishing um, in a boat, and he was in Florida, and he was fishing near a pier that was sticking out off of somebody's land. And this woman that owned the land, obviously, that the pier was on, she was out there on the pier with a garden hose, squirting it at this guy in a thing, and just screaming at him like, "Get away from my pier! You can't fish here. It's private property." I mean, just going off on this guy, which he was in the right, she was in the wrong, because the people don't own the water; they own the land away from the water. And so the video went viral, and somebody put up there, they found out her name and found out exactly which pier it was, and they started a Facebook event called Fish Joyce's Pier. And it turned out to be a charity event. The guy that, if you wanted to come join it, you had to pay X amount of dollars to come join it. And it turned out they was raising the money for charity. But it turned out like something like 100 boats showed up, and they had to start turning people away, because there was like 100 boats crowded around this pier, and they were all fishing. Yes, there are t-shirts on Amazon. All you have to do is go into Amazon and type in Storm Area 51 t-shirts. There are hundreds of designs. Hello, One Hot Mess, Tanya. How are you? Welcome to my channel. So yeah, I'm definitely getting a Storm Area 51 t-shirt, just because if this does happen, it's going to happen September 20th, by the way, y'all. And there is on YouTube, all you have to do is search Storm Area 51 on YouTube. They already have the live stream announcement up to where you can set a reminder. By all means, I think it's going to be a blast. I think I may take that day off of work just to watch that live stream. Just because I think it's going to be something interesting to watch, and it'll be something that everybody's going to want to remember. No, actually, what it sounds like to me, Donna, is like I said, the guy who started the event started it as a joke. It started out as a meme on Facebook, and he created the event as a joke. But so many people caught on to it. But the people that are actually caught on to it are admittedly like gamer guys, and they're all like younger millennials that are like they're like just gamer guys, and they all like watch anime. So, you know, they got this idea that if we run like Naruto, and so they're talking about this is actually what they're going to do, and their motto is they can't stop all of us. So I'm waiting to see 1 million people just go running into Area 51 like Naruto and saying they can't stop all of us. Is that my storm pen? Yes, that's my storm pen. I love that color on there. Yes, we should have a watch party. Yes. I'm pretty sure there will be one. There is a Facebook group and storming. I think I'm pretty sure they will have a watch party in there for it. Hell, I'd just go and stand on the mountainside near there and just watch without actually running in. No, Snow Bunny, it's not really surprising. Nothing surprises me anymore because I have come to the realization that the movie Idiocracy is not a comedy movie. It's a documentary of the future. Yeah, see, that was my thought, Rose. Which, Rose, I've never seen you in my live or anywhere in my site before, or my page, or my channel. So welcome to my channel. Welcome to my live. It's good to have you. You know, that was my thought, was if you're going to do something like this and you're going to storm Area 51, don't tell them you're coming. Because if they are hiding something there, they're going to get rid of it before you show up. And they're going to put, like you said, 5 times the security, you know. You know, all they need is a few good jets with bombs. I mean, they can take care of 1 million people easily like that. Oh, Rebecca, people believe in some of the craziest stuff. I used to spend, which was wasted time really, but it was always a lot of fun, especially when you can disprove somebody's conspiracy theory with scientific fact and they still won't accept it. At that point, you're just like, okay. I used to sit and argue with 9/11 conspiracy theorists all the time on YouTube comments. It was a complete waste of time because you're not going to convince them of anything. They're right, you're wrong, you're stupid if you believe in science, you're just a sheep, you know. But yeah, and the flat earthers are the new conspiracy theory that I love to laugh at. I'm sorry if one of you here is a flat earther, I don't mean to offend, but I think it is the funniest thing in the world because it is such an illogical argument. You know, Carla, I don't know. I mean, they say that there's tunnels from Las Vegas all the way out to Area 51. And now I do know that the civilians that work at Area 51 actually fly in daily out of Las Vegas airport on a 737, and they land there in the morning, and then they take a flight back from Area 51 to Las Vegas at night to go home. So, I mean, it's pretty remote, and Lord knows they could dig as deep as they want to out there in the desert, but supposedly everything that they're trying to hide is in Hangar 18, which I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I just think of like, how have we got to this point? Um, no, I don't think I'm going to get arrested or bugged for saying this because I'm not promoting it. I'm actually just I'm actually commenting on the stupidity of actually trying to do it. Um, there was one guy in that group um, posted something yesterday that showed the feds were actually raiding his apartment complex because he was talking about how his buddy is probably sending something like 500 drones there for the raid. And I'm thinking that is probably the dumbest thing to say publicly on Facebook. And if you did, then you have, no surprise that the feds are raiding your apartment complex. I don't know how the flat earth came about, Rebecca. I don't understand that whole thing. I watched a documentary on Netflix about the flat earthers, and I just thought their entire scientific approach to trying to prove it is completely off. And the whole time that they're showing these people trying to describe how to do the experiment and not being able to reproduce what they want to reproduce, and then somebody else coming in and actually showing why they're never going to be able to reproduce it and actually performing the experiment properly. And it's funny. It's just so funny that I don't understand it. Oh yeah, they also had the alien autopsy video, Rebecca. That some people say it was real, some people say it was fake. Nobody knows if it was or not. But the guy that actually made it has come out and said it was a fake. He said it was a dummy that we had as a stage prop that was made to look as real as he possibly could. He gave all the details of how they filmed it, where they filmed it, and people still cling on to it. No, it was totally real. The government's telling him he can't talk about it, so he's saying that it's fake. Oh, what did I miss here? Dude tried to argue me that it was all staged with cameras, and I was like, dude, you realize the earth was proven to be round like 2,000 years ago? And he looked at me like, seriously? Oh yeah, Sherry's, this is the Flat Earth Society is kind of a newish thing. It's only been around like in the last decade or so, really. And they have all kinds of like models of what the earth actually looks like and how it's flat. And Antarctica actually surrounds the earth at the edge of the disk so that you can't go past the edge of the disk, and that the sun and the moon are actually lights in the sky because we actually have a dome over top of us that is like a projection dome like the Truman Show. Oh yeah. Yeah. And yes, Carla, I believe there are some things that are conspiracies, but yeah, too many people jump on the bandwagons. And without being too political about it, I think a lot of this stuff, like Snow Bunny's story, a lot of this is the school system today is just not teaching things the way they used to in some areas. I mean, I'm not blaming it entirely on that, but it's just, I don't think kids today are learning the things like I learned when I was in school. Yeah, they say we live under a dome. We're all, the entire earth is part of the Truman Show. What I want to know is who created it, if it is a dome, and who's watching us. Oh my lord! Oh god, it's after 10 o'clock already. We went on and on and on here. Yes, Snow Bunny. I think I'm about to get off of here. I didn't realize it was after 10 o'clock already. So I normally cut this off around 10. So I should be getting ready to hop off here because I've got clothes in the dryer in the laundry room that I need to run through a second time before I can get them folded and packed for this week. So I've had a blast. Thank you everybody for coming in and showing up. And I know Diamond Art Addiction isn't in here, but I'd like to thank her so much for guiding everybody over here after she finished her live up. And I'd love to say thank you to everybody in the community that participated or donated in the DP-a-thon, even though I wasn't a part of it. As being a member of this community, I am thankful that you all did this, and I'm sure a lot of great causes were helped, and a lot of money was raised this weekend, and you all are the reason why. So thank you all so much for showing up and being here and joining me and entertaining me. It's been an entertaining 2 hours. So I will try to upload maybe one video this week while I'm in Tennessee. I don't know yet. And I will try to go live next Sunday while I'm there. And y'all can get to meet my granddaughter and my son and my daughter-in-law and the extended in-laws. And until then, good night, everyone, and rock on, y'all.